C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. Les musulmans ils sont beaucoup, mais c'est Nomi elle qui est bon. La tantine de mon quartier, Nomi elle qui est bon. Elle dépense pas tout son jet, c'est Nomi elle qui est bon. Gentil, faut donner le lait. Ils m'ont dit popo aussi copain. Dans la rue tu vois le mousseau, mais elle te voit dans la rue, elle te plaît. Ils m'ont dit popo, sous allez, nous on sait que ton papa est député. Mais dis-moi Nomi elle est, c'est Nomi elle qui est bon. 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 C'est quoi? C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. 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 Je passe à Babylone Salem. Au skinny j'ai claqué mon salaire. Ma chérie faut pas pleurer. Les charros d'Abidjan sont comme ça. Faut que tout est trop serré. J'ai rentré mon gros, ça rentre pas. C'est Boba là-bas qui est bon. Boba là-bas qui est bon. Sans la drogue je peux plus dormir. Sans mon cœur je peux pas sortir. Sans jaillir jusqu'à 100 000. Je pas Mougou, j'allais foutaise. Nomi c'est comme bonbon. Bonjour madame Djabé. Suffit t'es trop méchant. Sœur de bien c'est trop méchant. C'est l'autre t'es trop méchant. DJ Doux c'est trop méchant. C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. 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 C'est quoi? C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. C'est Nomi elle qui est bon. C'est Nomi elle qui est bon.
Check. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Demo the Violinist.
C'est charronné, c'est flippant. Je déteste ces histoires des papatos. Abidjan, c'est tout comme a dit coco. J'ai mangé le cabaret à loco.
That's right.
C'est le bon, sinon c'est le dadabi, c'est le maman, c'est le sous-allé, c'est le cotonou, c'est le prégué. Suffit de Fanny, Fabrice, le bon, Jean-Philippe Touret. Piqué de Paris, solo skinny, cité de Paris. Kader, Bichon, fait sa timido, Eric Bailly. Serre, Chaurier, Moïse, Kina, DJ, Tondo. Jérim, Kaka, Yogo, Willy, Togo, Emma, Louest. Nomi elle qui est bon.
Once again, that's Stimulated Violin. Let's give it up for him. We're about to keep it going.
Zagadat. Same time, body time. It's
It's E. Kelly.
They confuse me, yo. But she got the guy where they send that money from love. She just see me like a Johnny Daston. I'm a kid, I'm just a child. Yeah, they come body watching. So I'm feeling the rush. She get the guy where they send that money from London. She just see me like a Johnny Johnston. My monkey they walk it, baboon he just the top. Now I got somebody watching, I saw my city in my passion. I beg you to treat me with caution. I'm baby give me leg over. I'm good. Baby, she be give me hangover.
That's right, that's right. gonna switch it up like this. We're gonna switch it up. Just a little familiar. Come on. That's right. You give me. If I tell you now, hey. The sweetest taboo. Hey. Thank you.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Thank you guys so much for being here this afternoon. We're going to go ahead and get our program started.
Absolutely, and special thank you to Demola, the violinist, for performing today. For those who don't know, Demola is a multi-genre violinist, a singer, songwriter, producer from Lagos, Nigeria. And his music focuses on fusing Afrobeat with reggae and pop and hip hop. So thank you so much, Demola, for gracing us with your greatness. Thank you.
And we want to thank each of you for being here on this Friday evening. I want to thank you all. We've got people coming from across Houston, of course, and other places as well. I want to welcome you all. My name is Jonathan Martin. I was here last year, and I'm so honored to be back. I'm a news anchor here in town for Fox 26 News.
And I'm Nia Black Amuzie, media personality based here in Houston, Texas, owner of Nia Black Studios. And I'm super honored and excited to be your MC as well for today's event.
Yeah, this is a really special event, Nia, because this is the 5th annual Houston Africa Day, celebrated here on May 20th, hosting several African ambassadors. That's what's really special about this, is that we've got some folks who traveled to be here today to join us here in Houston, including someone very, very special. In fact, everybody is special, but Her Excellency Ambassador Hilda Suka-Mafudze, African Union Ambassador to the United States. Thank you for being here. You were here last year, and we are so grateful that you came back with us again.
Yes, and you know, this Houston Africa Day, which is held annually by Mayor Sylvester Turner, just showcases the diversity in Houston, which is the 4th most populous city in the U.S. It's truly beautiful to see everyone here. I mean, different people from different cultures just coming together to celebrate Africa. And if I can just say personally, Mayor Turner, I want to say thank you. I moved to Houston 4 years ago, and to be in this space where our culture is respected and celebrated for us by us. Thank you so much, Mayor Turner. Thank you.
It means a lot. Yes, Mayor Turner, thank you so much. We wouldn't be here doing this without you. And we want to remind all of you that we have some very special elements to our program tonight. Some of you are already enjoying the food, the bar. We also have some cultural performances that are going to happen a little bit later. So also make sure you check out the art exhibition back behind you, which was curated by the mayor's office. So again, thank you all so much for being here. A lot to get to in a short amount of time.
Absolutely. So I hear, Jonathan, we have some nations, African nations here representing. Where my Niger people in the house? Woo! Niger, no, they carry last. Yes. Ibo Kwenu. Do we have Ghanaians in the house as well? Ghanaians? Okay, do we have people from Angola? All right. Algeria? Yeah, and Benin?
Oh, we got a couple Benin here. Botswana. Okay, maybe not. Burundi.
Awesome. And Cote d'Ivoire? No. Liberia. Okay, we have someone over there.
Malawi. Okay, I heard somebody back
A little
there.
sound over there.
One person from Malawi.
Let's go. Mauritius, anyone from? Okay, I love
Okay,
it. I
all
love
right.
it.
How about Mozambique? Yes, sir.
Sierra Leone. Woo, yes.
How about South Sudan? We got one.
We have
South Sudan. I met somebody else over there from South Sudan as well. So a couple.
Tanzania. Tanzania. No, just one. Okay, good.
And how about Togo?
Yay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here.
I think we have one more. South Africa. South Africa? No? Oh, shocking.
Did we miss?
Ethiopia, yes. Eritrea. We said Algeria. Thank you for the reminder. Yes, Algeria is here.
He said, don't forget us.
Bali, Egypt, welcome everybody. We're so happy to have you guys here.
We got to make sure we make this list a little bit longer.
Zimbabwe.
Zimbabwe.
Woohoo! Zimbabwe in the house. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so we're excited to have more nations than we even expected to come.
Exactly, 100%.
All right, well, now we're going to move on with our program and introduce someone that if you're here in Houston in the African community, you probably know him. He doesn't like a lot of attention, but we're going to give it to him anyway. Mazda Nanon. Mazda, come on up, brother. He is the Global Trade Manager for the Mayor's Office of Trade and International Affairs, covering Africa, Europe, and the Middle East. He's also served as the Special Advisor on African Affairs for the City of Houston. And really, this event is in large part what it is because of Mazda. He doesn't like to take a lot of the credit, but he worked so hard to put this on. So let's welcome Mazda Nanon.
Thank you so much, Jonathan, for your kind introduction. Before I start, I would like to recognize the host committee. They work so hard, day in, day out, to put this event together. We have Poso, Azeb, Linda, Kevin, Eunice, and my good friend, Steven. It's important that it is important that you know the people who are behind this event, and I thank them for that. Let me start by saying how grateful and honored that we are to have all our distinguished guests here tonight to celebrate our beloved continent. Mayor, please allow me to recognize our finest ambassadors, Your Excellencies, who travel from DC to be here with us. Your presence is a testimony that we in Houston, we're doing something right. It is a statement that Mayor Turner is doing something right with Africa. I'm standing here today to provide greetings to you on behalf of the entire African community in Houston. And let me also recognize our friend, the friend of Africa who are here tonight. I want you to know how important you are for us. And to all our kings and queens, as we greet our kings and royalties in Africa, in Yoruba land, I would say, Kabiesi. Let me pause for a second to recognize my colleagues from the Mayor's Office of Trade and International Affairs. I have Jose, Stephanie, Jessica, Ninke. I don't know why they tolerate me, but somehow they do. But of course, we are a great team, and we always find a way to get the job done. And we have our director, Christopher Olson, who somehow trusts me. I don't know if it's good or bad, but he just trusts me, right? So one may remember in 1963, in the month of May, in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, one of the Africa's greatest leaders and founding fathers, by the name of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, at the meeting of 32 African head of states and government, he delivered a speech calling for the unity of the African states. Without a doubt, he saw the urgency of having not only a United States of Africa, but Kwame, he knew that based on what went down in Berlin between 1884 and 1885, at the infamous conference, Africa will be in deep trouble if we don't unite. He warned his colleagues that it will be extremely difficult for Africa to prosper if Africa does not speak with one voice, but they listen to him not. I'm not here tonight to lecture you about the history of Africa, but I'm here to tell you with the same sense of urgency that Kwame Nkrumah had 59 years ago, that we Africans in diaspora, we must be united. And as I said before, the African diaspora is critical for the development of Africa. It's 400 million of us in the diaspora. And the resources of the African diaspora combined, if it is a country, it will be a country with no less than 1 trillion GDP. And I want you to imagine that, 1 trillion GDP. And if those resources were to find their way into the continent of Africa, just imagine how good it would do for the continent. I believe Africa is a great continent and is capable to be even greater. But the question that we have to ask ourselves in the diaspora here is, what can we do to make Africa even greater? For some of us who are living in the greatest country and the greatest city in America, for those of us who live in the city that is called the energy capital of the world, the city that houses the largest medical complex in the world, for those of us who call Houston home, the question is, how can our beloved motherland, Africa, benefit from all of that? For those of you who are not African, but friends of Africa, we love you and we want you to know. We want to work with you. And please don't just rely on what you see or hear in the media. Allow us to hold your hand and take you to Africa. If you want to do business in Burkina Faso, Togo, Ghana, name it, Cote d'Ivoire, my brother Poso, he can take care of you. In case you want to discover North Africa, Eunice is here for you. And if you want to experience other part of the motherland, I have my friend Raul Kedi, who is here, and he can also take care of you. Linda just came back from Angola from a business trip, and she also can help you with that. I would like to take the opportunity to speak to you, the African diaspora. Whether you are in America, in Europe, in Asia, be proud of yourself and be proud of who you are. Be proud of your identity and be proud of yourself. And please don't turn your back on Africa. Don't reject her, because she will never ever reject you. And in closing, I will challenge all of us to ensure that the bond between Houston and Africa remain strong and continue to be stronger. But always remember that a tree cannot be a forest, and the forest cannot exist without a tree. So be a good tree to Africa. And let it be known, Mayor, that under your leadership, you have allowed us to dream big. You have empowered us. And it's under your leadership that the African diaspora in Houston is placed at the forefront, helping the development of our continent. God bless you. Thank you, Mayor.
Mazda Denon, Mazda, thank you so much. Right now, we want to welcome up Her Excellency Hilda Mafudze, African Union Ambassador to the U.S., to Houston. So the African Union is a continental union consisting of 54 member states located, of course, in the continent of Africa. Ambassador Hilda Suka-Mafudze is the permanent representative of the African Union to the United States. Her core mandate is to enhance and maintain existing bilateral ties. So these ties, of course, are very important because they strengthen democratic institutions, advance trade and investment. Of course, it involves knowledge sharing, promotes peace and security, mutual relationships between the U.S. and all 55 AU member countries based on culture and shared values. So please, once again, welcome Her Excellency Hilda Mafudze.
A very good evening, everybody. And there's no any exciting day than it is today, where we celebrate in Houston the Africa Day. Honorable Mayor Sylvester Turner, Honorable U.S. elected officials here present, Excellencies, colleagues, ambassadors, esteemed members of the Consular Corps of Houston, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, sisters, brothers, and friends of Africa. Today is Africa Day in Houston, a city at the heart of Great Lone Star State of Texas that is the leader in the production, refinement, distribution of oil and gas in the United States and internationally. Houston's exceptional mayor, Sylvester Turner, has been the leadership catalyst for the establishment of this joyous annual Africa celebration and the development of strong bonds between his dynamic city, the peoples of Africa, and the mission of the African Union in the United States. So first, it is my honor to say thank you on behalf of the African Union leadership to Mayor Turner for his exemplary commitment to strengthen the bonds of friendship, culture, education, tourism, business between your city and states and the 55 sovereign nations of the continent of Africa that are also blessed with abundance of natural resources. The hospitality of our hosts for the Africa cause, to me, is legendary. And we have had more than ample evidence of this as we came in contact. I would therefore like to thank you for giving us the spirit and atmosphere of home away from home that provides an excellent working environment for the important task before us. Our gathering here is the evidence of our dedication and a commitment to these goals. It is a clear indication that we want to take effective control of our destiny in the 21st century and proceed to build a new Africa in clear, precise, scientific ways. This implies a readiness to take stock of our activities and measure progress so that we can harness experience and rectify errors to ensure that we have an appropriate roadmap for African Renaissance. I see my responsibilities at this point in time, therefore, as a bridge of opportunity to help advance mutually beneficial strategic partnership that will result in a stronger, respectful geopolitical alliance between Africa and the state of Houston. So it is a special honor to convey to you warm greetings from His Excellency Musa Faki Mahamat, Chairperson of the African Union Commission, on this special day that marks the May 25, 1963, that have been spoken before by Mazda, where he talked about 1963, founding of the Organization of African Union, Organization of African Unity. As you may be aware, the establishment of the African Union is a culmination of the efforts of Africans to secure greater unity, peace, security, stability, and development on the continent. This was also the ideal that drove leaders like Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia, Kwame Nkrumah, Mnandi Azikiwe, Gamal Abe al-Nasser, Leopold Senghor, Julius Nyerere, and others, and which culminated in the establishment of the OAU in 1963. Subsequently, the adoption of the Seattle Declaration of 1999 and the Constitutive Act of the African Determination of African Leaders to enhance unity, strengthen cooperation, and coordinate initiatives with appropriate legal and constitutional frameworks, which would bring about a greater cohesion and effectiveness of African initiatives. The African Union Mission in Washington, D.C. has the mandate to build a solid foundation for an outreach bridge to African diaspora in the United States. We have progressively strengthened our national people-to-people network with the leaders and the representatives of influential American business, political, and the voluntary sector organizations and their community members. The AU leadership and the AU mission in the United States recognize particularly the Houston Mayor's leadership, which we thank so dearly, for bringing together our own brothers and sisters in the African American community diaspora for their increasingly valuable work to support the advancement of a mutually beneficial relationship between the US and Africa. So thank you, thank you, thank you, Houston, the energy capital of the world, for your work to help advance Africa's interests in the United States. Our May 25, 2022 Houston event is part of a worldwide celebration of Africa Day by the African Union, its member states, citizens, diaspora, friends of Africa. We are celebrating this day with this year's African Union theme, strengthening resilience in nutrition and food security on the African continent, strengthening agro-food systems, health and social protection systems for the acceleration of human, social, and economic capital development, which priority focuses and revolves around 1, nutrition and food security, health and the social protection systems for the acceleration of human, social, and economic capital development. It is timely and a crucial theme for Africa at a moment when our diverse, multicultural, interdependent world is grappling with the containment of a 3-year COVID-19 pandemic and its virus variants, escalating global climate change, massive pollution, a worldwide population explosion, lack of access to drinkable water, and food, healthcare, refugee assistance, placement, economic inflation, and as a result of the Russian-Ukraine armed conflict, a realignment of the world order, disruption of the international supply and a food production chain, and an increasing nuclear challenge. Africa is a rapidly growing population, and by 2063, the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Organization of African Union, African Unity, and it is projected to have a population of more than 2 billion people in an estimated world population of 10 billion, and at least 1/3 of whom will be youth, who will seek expanded health and human services, housing, education, employment, a better life within the continent of Africa and the global economy. If we can't feed our children today, what will we do when they double, the population doubles? This is the time to make a difference. The AU and the governments of the 55 nations of the continent of Africa recognize these development challenges and are increasingly working on cooperative private-public voluntary sector to expeditiously address them. How an engagement of our American and the worldwide diaspora to work in partnership with the African Union Network to advance shared priorities and global partnerships. The AU believes that the continent of Africa will be substantially stronger from the development of a more stronger, mutually beneficial, respectful, bilateral relationship with the United States and other major nations. And we are heartened by the potential for the opportunity to participate a proposed Houston Africa Energy Summit in September in 2022. We're really looking forward to that. And the push is there to make it happen on these dates that you have chosen, the Mayor, and we will ensure this comes to fruition. And Second African Summit of the Heads of State and Government in the fall of 2022 with President Biden and his administration in Washington, D.C. We are also working on the Leaders Summit, which is coming in September, which will be at the national level between the heads of state of Africa and the Biden-Harris administration. The first one was done during President Obama in 2014, and this will be the second one. We're also full into the preparation for that summit. So September is gonna be big. I foresee that. And I would say the AU believes that the continent of Africa will, in the interim, we will appreciate engaging in dialogue with any relevant stakeholders interested in working with the AU leadership on the advancement of support for Africa's agriculture, food production, strengthening of social health, nutrition, food and institutional capabilities. And our immediate priority in 2022-23 is to secure increased American and other nations to help empower Africa to drive its agriculture production capacity. In the long term, to advance its potential to be a healthy bread basket for the people of Africa and the world over. These are some of the issues that we spoke about when we met in the afternoon. This is the right time to do business with Africa. Let me put it that way. The African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement is one initiative of the African Union that is unlocking the promise of Africa's free trade zone and is viewed as a game changer for Africa and African economies. a $2.4 trillion economic bloc that aims to connect over 1 billion people and create the world's largest free trade zone. If people are not investing and looking to invest in Africa, I don't know where else they are investing. Africa is the thing today. Today, everybody is talking Africa. This is the direction to take, and also the dynamic younger people that we have, which is a human resource. So we look forward to FDIs to look that direction of Africa and they make a difference in their businesses in a mutually beneficial way. Let me say tourism is also an aspect, a vital aspect of the economies of the nations of the continent of Africa. And we invite you to experience the African hospitality. Take tours to any country in the continent of Africa. 55 member states, choose a country. Just close your eyes and on the map of Africa, just put your finger and take a trip to that place. And you will be amazed and you will be surprised of what we have, the endowment that we have as an African people. I leave you with a heartfelt gratitude for inviting the African Union to participate in Houston's outstanding Africa Day program and giving us the opportunity to thank our Texas diaspora for your support of the African Union mission. I'll end my speech with words of African wisdom. Tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. Thank you, Mayor Turner and staff. Houston diaspora, we will be back.
Being here. Again, we want to thank you, Her Excellency Hilda Mafudze. Thank you so much for being here another year with us. We appreciate that. And we're also grateful that we're here in this space, the George R. Brown Convention Center, a great space for us to have this event again this year. And so right now I want to bring up from Houston First, Desiree Morgan, the Vice Chair with Houston First. Desiree, come on up.
Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good time. My name is Desiree Morgan. As you said, I'm the Vice Chair of Houston First Corporation Board, and I wanted to say welcome. One of the key things I've heard in the previous speakers is the importance of unity and collaboration and celebration. And on behalf of Houston First and the board, our chair, our president, CEO, Michael Heckman, and our staff, that's what we hope that you gain here today is collaboration, unity, and celebration. Houston First is the organization that works to promote tourism and business and connections throughout the globe. We are the destination organization that promotes the city of Houston and its brand, and we recognize the connections between Africa and the city of Houston. So we want to join you in this annual celebration to showcase and embrace the vital and vibrant cultures of the African diaspora. The positive cultural, economic, historic impact of the 55 African countries is, as Her Excellency indicated, the importance of tourism, business, oil and gas, the eradication of food deserts in the motherland, and so many other opportunities that we can collaborate on. So we are proud to honor and acknowledge the contributions of the local African community. That's one of the largest in the United States, outside of Africa. And we know that representation of various African countries here in Houston is extensive, and your impact is important to the city. One of our goals at Houston First is to support the increasing global understanding wherever possible. When we come together to raise awareness and build relationships, we all win. And everything in countries become smaller, we become united. And first, we begin to have power together. So thank you everyone for coming. We hope that this continues to grow and that collaborations happen. business happen, opportunities happen, and most of all, that we unite and everyone have fun. So on behalf of Houston First, thank you, thank you, thank you, and we welcome you.
All right, well, we want to go ahead and bring up someone who's very special, of course, and a big reason that we're having this event today. That is our very own mayor, Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. Let's give him a round of applause. He has been our mayor now for how many years, Mayor? Almost 7, and you got a little bit more time left. So we're going to celebrate him during that time that we have him here as our mayor. He's been a great leader for our city, very inclusive, and is very supportive of events like this. As you said, Nia, events like this only happen when you have a mayor, a leader who's behind stuff like this. And so again, our mayor, Sylvester Turner, come on up here.
We can do better than that. Come on. So what the mayor doesn't know and what you don't know is we have a special surprise for Mayor Turner. Yes, you're going to be dressed in royalty in African attire of the Akan culture. Are you ready? Okay.
I know some of you are wondering, why isn't he dressed in his gear? Because we have a surprise.
We have a surprise. It's going to happen right now. So I would like to invite up here Kevin Folikosi to join me up here, Eze and Ugweze, and Stacy able to join me up here. Join us up here.
So we probably need to come over a little bit here. So.
Yes. All right. Yes, we have an extra mic. All right, so to provide you more context about this attire, it's called the Kita fabric. It's a traditional attire worn by the royal family members of a Khan group. Can we just hold off one moment before we dress him? Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so the fabric has bright colors of yellow, green, red, and blue, which symbolizes wealth, nature, royal lineage, and wisdom. Now, royal family attires are decorated with gold jewelry that carry a message of prosperity and generational wealth. The crown, which the mayor is going to wear, represents chiefdom power, authority, leadership, and temperance. So at this time, I would like Stacey Abo to sing. Stacey Abo is an influencer here in the community. She's going to be singing the Akan culture song.
I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life. Mayor, you live a life of favor. 'Cause you know who you are. You're walking in power. You walk in miracles. You live a life, you live a life, you live a life of favor in the city of Houston, 'cause you know who you are. Let's go. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. Come on, wherever you are. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, put up the music. I can hear you clap. There we go. Hey, we are a chosen generation. We are called for to show His excellence. All we require for life, God has given us. We know who we are. Hey, we are a chosen generation. We are called for to show His excellence. All I require for life, God has given me. 'Cause I know who I am. I know who God says I am. And what He says I am. And where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. And what He says I am. And where He says I'm at. I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. I'm walking in power. I walk in miracles. I live a life of favor. 'Cause I know who I am. Hey, hey. Oh, the mayor. Oh, who you are. In Houston, you know what? You know who you are. Because you're walking in power. You walk in miracles. You live a life of favor. Because you know who you are. You're walking in power. You walk in miracles. You live a life of favor. Because you know who you are. 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 Because, come on, somebody say, I know who I am. Say, I know who I am. Let me hear you. I know who I am. Say, I know who I am. We're walking in power. We walk in miracles. We live a life of favor. Because we know who we are. 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 We know who we are. We know who we are. We are royalties. We know who we are kings. We know who we are. Oh, we know who we are. We know who we are. We know who we are. Let me hear you say, I know who. I can hear you.
I know who I am.
Shout it out loud.
We know who we are.
Shout it out loud. I know who I am. I know who I am. I know who I am. Last year, you guys will remember this one. I told the mayor, you're going to have to dance this one with me. And he said he will. He said he will. Now, wherever you are, you can just do this. And we can teach you the dance like we did last year. This is one of my favorite songs. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hey! Jerusalem, Ikayana. The Lord say, Hamenami, hey, are you ready? Jerusalem, Ikayana. You're a king. One dance like a king. Wait, let's step it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hey, 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 hey. Ooh, Hamdenami. Hey, Tunakishimela. No, say. No, say. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Step like this. You can do it one more time. You're a king of Africa now, so you're gonna dance like one. Here we go. Come on. I'll teach you again. You can get this. Hey, hey. There we go. Jerusalem. Come on. One more time. Ha. All right, if you know the dance, you can step up, stand up, let's do it. Come on, you guys, I know you know it. You know it, right? All right, everybody that knows the dance, let's do it together. One time. I see people coming out from their seat. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Yes, they're ready over there. All right, let's go. 1, 2. Jerusalem. Hey. Are you ready? Thank you all so much. Thank you, Houston. I can't wait to see you all next year. God bless you. Keep dancing, keep rejoicing. And can you all put your hands together for the King of Africa, our Mayor, Mayor Sylvester Houston.
Thank you so much, Stacey Abel. Can we give it up one more time for Stacey Abel? Thank you so much. Picture? So to provide more context, Eze placed the crown on Mayor Turner's head. Ugoeze helped with the jewelry as well. So at this time, right after the picture, the mayor will address all of us. All good? Perfect. All right, Mayor Turner. All right. Thank you, Ugoeze. Thank you, Eze. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Mayor Turner.
Well, I think I have forgotten my speech. Look, let me do this. I know that there are a lot of people that are here, and it's hard to compete with food and with drinks. But let me just ask you if I can get you to hold just for a few minutes. Just for a few minutes. And if I can get those in the back, if you can just come forward just a little bit and just hold just for a few minutes. If I can get you in the back just to hold for a few minutes. I know you're eating and I know you're drinking, but just for a few minutes, and then I'll let you get back to the reception and to the food. Thank you so very, very much. Look, let me start off by thanking all of you for being present. I certainly want to start off, Ambassador Hilda, thank you so very much. This is your second time coming to Africa Day. Very much appreciate you coming representing the African Union. So thank you so very, very much. Thank you for your remarks. They were very heartfelt and very much appreciated. To all of the ambassadors that are here, and let me just ask, if you will, all of the ambassadors, if you'll just stand up, I certainly want everyone to recognize you and everyone to see you. All of the ambassadors that are here, please acknowledge them. I want to thank, while you're still standing, I want to thank each and every one of you for being present. I want you to know what it means, not just to me as the mayor of this city, but what it means, quite frankly, to all of us, that you have taken the time to be here. This is Africa Day. And quite frankly, it's hard to have Africa Day without many of the leaders that represent the African continent. So your presence here is very, very much appreciated. And I want to thank you. Thank you for being present. Please have a seat. To the members of the Consular Corps, I want to thank you. I also want to say that we just have some outstanding federal partners. Oh, and before I go, to Ambassador Cynthia Perry. Ambassador Cynthia Perry is here with us. Please give it up to this fine, outstanding ambassador, Ambassador Cynthia Perry. Thank you for being here. Love you and appreciate you. I can't say enough for Congressman Al Green. Going to be calling him up in a few minutes. But Congressman Green of the 19th Congressional District, he has taken the time to be here this evening. Please give it up to Congressman Al Green. Thank you so very much, Congressman Green. You'll be hearing from him very, very shortly. To members of the Consular Corps, and we have the third largest Consular Corps in the country, let me thank all of you for being present. To members of City Council, and we have members of City Council who are here today, and I just want them to come and just kind of stand in front so you can see them. Councilmember Carolyn Evans Shabazz from District D, Councilmember Edward Pollard from District J. These are members of City Council that I have the privilege of working with each and every day of every week of every month of the year. Please give it up to these council members who are here with us today. Thank you all so very much. Look, I'm not going to speak long. I just want you to know how proud I am to see everyone here. I certainly want to thank my own team, my own staff from International Trade and Relations for the work that they have done and put in. You've already heard from Mazda Denham. So give it up to President Mazda Denham. Where is he? Give it up to him. That's Mazda. It was Mazda that came forth with this idea more than 5 years ago, so I really appreciate him and the entire team with the city of Houston. To all of the city employees who are here, the directors that are here, the police chief that's here, I want to thank each and every one of them for being present. But also to all of you who have taken time to be here. We say that we are the most diverse city in the country. Well, you can't be diverse unless you show it in a very real way. So let me thank you all. But Africa Day is more than just about the day. It's about recognizing the richness of a continent that has given so much to all of us. We all, and I'm an African-American mayor, I am a descendant of Africa. And so the richness of the continent that keeps giving and giving and giving. And the reality is that we need to do more in strengthening the relationship between Houston and Africa, quite frankly, between the United States and Africa. And Africa happens to be our fifth largest trading partner, our fifth. And the city of Houston is the second largest trading partner in the United States with Africa. But as you know, we don't like to be second to anybody. So we need to be number one. And we need to strengthen the bond, the relationship between Africa and our own city. Now, I don't know if you missed what the ambassador was saying earlier, but the point is that in the fall, in September, Congressman, of this year, Houston will be hosting a summit between the African heads of state right here in the city of Houston. And we're looking forward to that relationship. No other country on the face of this earth needs to be investing more in Africa than the United States. And so it has to be very intentional. Ambassador Hilda talked about 1 billion people on the continent that could double to 2 billion people. We are dealing with supply chain issues right now because we can't get the things, the goods we need from China. It's important that we establish a stronger relationship with our brothers and sisters on the African continent. And it won't happen unless we're very intentional about it. And there's no reason why the energy capital of the world, Houston, the largest medical center in the world, Houston, the #1 port in the United States, Houston, should not be leading the way. We have a large African population in this city. The largest Nigerian population in the United States is right here, not in Atlanta, where the consulate office is, but right here in the city of Houston. And the point is, we had a wonderful luncheon today with all of these ambassadors. And I look forward to working to build that relationship. Now, I don't want to talk long because I want you to enjoy the evening. You have already heard some outstanding remarks. I just want you to know that I am very proud of the fact that you all have taken the time to be here. The summit in September, on a personal note, is very important. I have 18 more months as mayor of the city of Houston. Everything that we do going forward We have to put our very best efforts in order to get those things accomplished. And what is important for this city, and I believe what's important for Africa, is that we form a strong bond between the two, and then have the opportunity next year to build on it. As president of the African American Mayors Association, before I stepped down 2 weeks ago, I said to the mayors of the city of Houston, African American mayors, that we need to lead a strong delegation of mayors to Africa to reinforce the relationship between Africa and many of our cities. We need to make that happen. And I think this summit in September will go a long way at solidifying that relationship. Now, since you have dressed me and said I had all the power, now let me exercise my authority. As we move forward, let's make Africa Day grow bigger and bigger and bigger. So goes what happened in this city, will so go what happens around the country. And other cities will do the same. And as we place emphasis on the African continent, when you start at the city level, it will just go bigger and bigger. And I think you'll start to see our country making more investments on the continent. But one person I know that can help make that happen, and that's Congressman Al Green. So Congressman Al Green, please come forward. And while he's coming, let me just say the Congresswoman would be here tonight, Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, but you know she's recovering from COVID. I don't know how it caught her as fast as she moves, but she wanted me to extend her very best ambassadors to all of you. Please give it up to one of the best congresspersons we have in the United States of America, right here in the city of Houston, Congressman Al Green of the 9th Congressional District.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Thank you so much. Friends, in this country, there are some good mayors. There are some very good mayors. And then in that hierarchy of mayors, there are some great mayors. But at the very top of the list of mayors, you have Sylvester Turner, the great mayor and king of the city of Houston. Let's hear it for our mayor, Sylvester Turner, please. All hands. I don't see you clapping. All hands. Thank you very much. Sons and daughters of Africa, we are truly related. The noted anthropologist and paleontologist L.S.B. Leakey concluded that life itself, human life, had its origin in Africa. So even though we may not be brothers and sisters, we are at least cousins. So I'm here to welcome you and to let you know that I appreciate you greatly. And I cannot wait to take my next trip to Africa. Having been there on several occasions to Angola and Botswana and Egypt, I look forward to returning. And tonight, I want to do something that I've not done before. I have received many awards and certificates from you. He has a case. This is the first time I will have the preeminent privilege of giving the mayor a certificate. And I do this on behalf of not only myself in the 9th Congressional District, but my colleague Sheila Jackson Lee, who cannot be here, but this is the 18th Congressional District. So give her a hand in absentia, please. Mayor, I'm going to present to you, King Turner, Your Highness. You do look great in that regalia, I might add. I present to you a certificate of special congressional recognition on this Africa Day, in honor of your service to not only the community and the city, but to the nation. And on behalf of the constituents of my congressional district, the 9th and the 18th congressional district, we salute you for promoting diversity, making Africa a part of Houston's great history. I appreciate what you've done, and I assure you that under your leadership, we know that the best is yet to come.
Thanks.
Let me get my cane so that we can match up here. Yeah, there we go.
Now, one more second, and I'm going to turn it back to Jonathan and MC. I want to present this proclamation, and let me ask all of the ambassadors if you'll join me on stage right now. Will all the ambassadors, council members, if you'll come and join me as well. Certainly want to acknowledge and recognize the Consul General of Pakistan. Good to be with you. Thank you so very much. All of the ambassadors from Africa.
Ça fait rêver, ça fait vibrer, ça fait danser. Oh, Africa. Ça fait rêver, ça fait vibrer, ça fait danser. Oh, Africa. Parihula Barachaya Visa de Sorona. Akewalaye, Yewala Malilela. La Guinée, le Gabon, Sénégal, le Bénin. Yaoundé, oh, que le beau pays. Oh, Africa, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, Africa, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah.
But I certainly want to acknowledge all of the dignitaries, His Excellencies, for being here. And this is a special day. This is a day. And I have the privilege to say it, so therefore I, Sylvester Turner, Mayor Sylvester Turner, hereby proud and proclaim this day, May the 20th, 2022, as Africa Day in the city of Houston. Thank you all for being present and making it so very, very special.
Johannesburg, le Ghana, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Éthiopie, oh, quel beau pays. Africa, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Africa, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, oh, oh.
Look forward to the Energy Summit in September 2022. Now let me turn these mics to the MC. Oh, I'm sorry. One more proclamation. Ambassador Barry, present his proclamation. Special guest here. Thank you. Come on, that's it. That's it. Get real close to it.
That man with the cowboy hat is a judge. He is Judge Israel Garcia.
All right, if we miss any other elected officials, please come on up. Judge Garcia's over there. Others. Make this quick and keep it moving. Now, any other elected officials, come on up.
Ya cheke, ya dole, ya futu, ya fufu, ya loco, oh, que nous vont manger. Ya duté, ya yassa, ya mafé, et fakot, ya coco, oh, que nous vont manger. Quand tu vas seguir les cabana magalani, même à Coromanco. Corojana Bugula, so ma belena, même à Coromanco. Sénégal, ça n'est pas nous gourma, même à Coromanco. Africa, 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 Africa,
That's going to wrap up the formal portion of our African Day program, but you don't have to go anywhere just yet because we have a little more time now.
Africa, 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 yeah. Africa,
And we want to thank all of our ambassadors for being here today, for traveling here to Houston. We want to thank our Mayor Sylvester Turner, all of the elected officials, and all of you for coming out here this afternoon on your Friday night to celebrate Africa Day with us. We've done it for 5 years, and we plan to do it again right here, same place. Have a great night. Safe night.
Yes. Demola, are you here with us? Okay, so in the meantime, I'm going to invite up the Angolan duo to perform. The Angolan duo consists of Benax the Price and Chulema. So at this time, Demola is here? Okay, so Demola is here. So Demola is going to perform, then our second performer after him. Okay, perfect.
One time we say.
So at this time, we're going to open up the floor for pictures. Yeah, people want to take pictures. If you want to take pictures with the mayor, you can come on.
One time, African Day, come on. That's right. That's right. Hey, this one I bet you we I know get I can't come and keep myself. I can't come and keep myself. Just to make sure money day. Yes. Come on. Bust a dance move. Bust a dance move. That's right. Once you go, all depends. I know you. Right. I know this song is going viral right now. Yes. Once again, you listen to Dimble at the Violence. I go by DJ Slaves, the African Samurai.
I just checked my energy. It's time for the weather. Please take on the story.
Let's go.
Nothing with person ever see. Nothing with person ever see. Plenty I say bash.
Money soon expected.
Go about the head.
I dey calculate person. Jelly, je. That's right. Come on. Anybody. Yes, sir. Come on. Everybody, come on. What we say? What we say? Keep it to them. Sir. Keep it to them. Sir. Oh yeah, keep it to them. Sir. Keep it to them. Sir. Oh yeah, keep it to them. Sir. Come on. Them all out we say. Mud. Africa Day, what we say? What you doing like Joanna? How you doing like Joanna? That's right. We're gonna party tonight. We're gonna celebrate. One time, say yeah. Ooh, that's right. Fun.
Thank you so much, Demola.
Once again, thank you for having us. I go by
Thank
DJ
you so
Slays, the African
much.
Samurai. That's Demola the violinist. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Demola. We love you. Thank you so much. At this time, I want to invite the Angolan duo to perform. The Angolan duo consists of Denax the Prince and Chulema.
No raio do sol que ilumina todos nós, há laço na mão, abissal e bijagóis, há resplendor da praia São Vicente, ao sabor Luanda, solo caliente. Nós é irmão do passado e presente, nós é irmão de alma e coração. Nós é irmão do passado e presente, nós é irmão de alma e coração. We are brothers. From the past and the present, we are brothers. From the heart and from the soul. Giatanda, Africa, Giatanda, oh Africa, Giatanda, Africa. Dear Thunder, knows I know. Happy Africa Day. Ladies and gentlemen, Danax the Prince.
Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll go by the name of Danax the Prince. We just had Chilema, the superstar, open for us. We are representing Angola. And thank you for being here.
Não é só o corpo, também é a mente. Não é só sexo, é inteligente. Não me complica, ela me atura. É feita a medida da minha escultura. Miúda educada, orientada, muito focada e religiosa. Sabe de tudo, só quer saber de estudos. É muito formada e bem gostosa. Me chama de papi, she knows that I like it. Não gosta de Gucci e nem de Versace. Lhe dou uma Armani, ela diz sai daqui. Porque essas coisas não lhe atraem. Ela cheira bem, veste bem, fala bem, estuda bem, não é ninguém. Se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Cuida bem, me faz bem, e como ela não há ninguém. Se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Seria nota 100. Seria nota 100. Obra como tu nem o Picasso faria. Se Da Vinci tivesse primeiro te pintaria. Fecha as pernas, abre a mente e quem sabe um dia sairás de minha princesa para minha rainha. Tenho a linha e agulha para cozer a tua bainha. Estou no teu comboio, já não saio da tua linha. Adivinha, eu sou teu e tu és minha. E a paixão que sentimos um pé no outro são vizinhas. E com ela voa muito, não segue comum. No future faz um zoom, nosso ponto em comum. Cuida bem de mim, sem problema algum. E quando estou no raço, não chateia nenhum. Me mata de glamour, minha número 1. E quero todos os dias, não é nenhuma luz. É a minha tatu, prometo mon amor. Desde que Deus queira, será só eu e tu. Veste bem, fala bem, estuda bem, não é ninguém. Hey, se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Cuida bem, me faz bem, e como ela não há ninguém. Não, se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Seria nota 100. Hey, se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Seria nota 100. Ela cheira bem, veste bem, fala bem, estuda bem, não há ninguém. Se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Cuida bem, me faz bem, e como ela não há ninguém. Se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Seria nota 100. Ei, se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Cuida bem, me faz bem, e como ela não há ninguém. Ela cheira bem, veste bem, fala bem, estuda bem, não há ninguém. Ei, se fosse de bem, ela seria nota 100. Cuida bem, me faz bem, e como ela não há ninguém. Não, se fosse de Benguela seria nota 100. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? Chabalístico. Baby, you want to bang that banger, Baba. Oh, boy, go then, Baba, Baba. You can never top one spinal, Baba. Never top one bad, Baba. I hear Timo, go say, Baba. Mama Timo, go to Shalaye, Baba. Oh, yeah, wait for the moolah, Baba. I say, wait for the Baba, Baba. Oh, yeah, let me see what, let me see what. let me see one. Come, let's calculate, Baba. How much you get, how much you pay, Baba. I want to live for what you get, Baba. I want to live for what you get, Baba. That me be intellectual, Baba. That me they give them actual, Baba. I'm a Papa lecturer, Baba. Papa lecturer, my nigga, Baba. Aye. Hello, what's on now? 20 million is 20 million, free. That is that. Hello, Papa, no to what you Baba. Shebi, you want banga to banga, you can never stop on signal, never stop on bad. I hate you more, say, I'm a timo, shall I hate? Oh yeah, wait for the moolah, I say, wait for the baba. Let me see what. Let me see what. Let me see what. Go by say, how much you lose, how much you gain. All I want is international, international till the money. Baby there, look into my eyes, so okay. No collabo, we still there. For this collabo, what I like it.
Music.
When the building, ladies, what I like it. Ladies, FBI, boy, keys, great. Kill. Shebi, you want banga to banga.